Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to an ultimate meal prep video. I recently spent 2 hours meal prepping 4 days of food for my family because I knew it was just really going to help us out. So I thought I would share it with you. We're prepping 7 things, some lunches for me, 4 different dinners. We're going to do snacks as well, a dessert, and a breakfast. So there is a lot in this video. I always feel so super organized whenever I take the time to do this, and it might be something that helps you out in the summer. And I'm sharing a few recipes that I just go back to time and time again and that we just really love and the kids really love as well. So I hope you really enjoy this video. If you do, give it a big like, and if you're new here, I would love you to subscribe for more meal prepping videos like this. And with all that said, let's start with my lunches for the next 4 days. I have become obsessed with making these halloumi poke bowls. These are a veggie option that are so full of flavor. So I'll show you how to put them together, but they are super simple. First up, I have drained a can of chickpeas, and then I'm going to put them in a frying pan to heat them up with a big tablespoon of harissa paste and some garlic granules or garlic powder, and just kind of mix them and get them nice and warm. And while they are, I'm also going to fry some halloumi in a frying pan with chili flakes, as many as you like, but I really like spice. And then I'm also going to add in some honey. This is so delicious, and it doesn't take long to fry these. I think it was 2 or 3 minutes on each side. And then all you have to do is put the poke bowls together. So we're starting out with some spinach on the bottom, then a quarter of the chickpeas in each bowl, which are really tasty even when they're cold. Then I'm adding a big dollop of hummus, and then I'm going to add about 3 pieces of the halloumi with the chili and the honey. And then I'm also going to add in some cherry tomatoes. I basically washed and cut in half a big punnet of cherry tomatoes. Then I'm also adding in avocado. If you don't want it to turn brown, you can just put half an avocado and then cut it up when you're ready to eat it. And then I'm also adding in some pickled onions on top. That I think they were like sweet pickled onions. And finally, I'm going to add some pomegranate on top, and that is it. These can live in my fridge for the next 4 days. They can be a quick, delicious, healthy lunch. It's great gut food as well, and it is just so flavorful. So I'll be sure to link this recipe in the description down below if you want to recreate it. And she also has amazing other recipes on her page. Next up, I'm going to make a dinner, which you may have even seen on my channel before. It is my chicken and pesto mozzarella parcels. I make these all the time. The kids love them, and they're so easy to prep like this. So first up, you want to flatten a chicken breast. I normally use cling film for this, and then you season the chicken breast with salt and pepper. Add about a tablespoon of pesto, and then tear up some mozzarella and put it down the middle. And then you basically pull up the sides to make a little parcel. I secure them with toothpicks, and I'll make 4 of these. And then when we come to eat them, all I have to do is brown them in a frying pan and then pop them in the oven for 20 minutes, and dinner will be done. I'm also going to prep a slow cooker dump meal today to make it even quicker on the day that I need it. And this is one of my favorite slow cooker recipes. It's a slow cooker honey and mustard chicken. So first I'm going to fry some chicken thighs until they're brown. I'm going to season them, add in some spring onions and heat them up as well. And then pop that into a container or a bag. And then I'm also going to add in some chicken stock, but I'll add the water when I actually go to cook it. Add in 2 tablespoons of English mustard, 2 tablespoons of honey, and that is pretty much it. I'm going to give it all a stir and then write myself a little note to say how much water I should include with this, and then also for how long I'm going to cook it. And that is it. On the day that I go to cook it, I can just pop it in for 4 hours on low. Add the water, and then you can serve this with rice and peas. I'm also going to prep a crusted cod dinner. I'm making 4 of them because my younger 2 will normally split one of them, but these are so quick and easy. All you do is mix together 1/3 of a cup of Parmesan, 1/2 cup of panko breadcrumbs, the zest of 1 lemon, some garlic cloves, olive oil, and 2 tablespoons of parsley, and salt and pepper. You just mix all of that and then divide that across the 4 cod fillets, and then when you want to eat it, you can just bake it for 10 minutes on 180, or you can stick it in the air fryer as well. And now this will be ready in my fridge, and when we need it, it will just be like a 10-minute dinner. And next up, I'm going to make some muffins and some flapjacks for the kids as well. These could be a snack or a treat. They love this muffin recipe. It's a banana and chocolate chip muffin recipe. I'll be sure to link it in the description down below if you want to check it out. I've probably showed you guys this one before because they really enjoy it. I make it most weeks, and especially if we have bananas going off or something like that. It's a really good one. It's nice to have these to hand for like a dessert after dinner, or sometimes I'll pack it as the boys' snack for school, and they absolutely love that as well. And it's a recipe, you know, you've made it so many times, you just know it off your heart. And I also love to use an ice cream scoop. Whenever I make muffins, it makes it so easy to make them all the exact same size, and by squeezing the handle, it just like pushes all of the batter out. So with this recipe, I tend to only get like 10 muffins out of it, so sometimes I'll double it. So while the muffins are in the oven, they take about 25 minutes to bake. I'm also going to make some flapjacks while I have the KitchenAid and everything else out. And I love meal prepping because you kind of get everything messy once, and you can do a big cleanup just once. So I'll link this recipe down below for the flapjacks, but basically there's jumbo oats in this. There's quite a few bananas. I think there's 4 bananas in this, and then there's also honey, cinnamon, vanilla extract, and you can add chocolate chips in if you want to, but obviously that's optional. If you don't add the chocolate chips, then the only sweetener is like the honey and banana, so it's like semi-healthy, pretty healthy and natural. And then once you've basically mixed it all together, you put it into a baking pan like that, and then bake it. And I'm going to put it in alongside the muffins, and then that can all be going together. And while that is all baking, I'm going to wash and prepare some fruit and some veg as well. I love doing this because it only takes about 10 minutes to prepare fruit and veg like this, but then when it is done, it's ready in the fridge, because I don't know about you guys, but my boys get so hungry, and if I have options like this in the fridge, it just helps them make a few healthier options. So you can have obviously these with hummus, you can just have them as a snack, or say if the boys are having something like, I don't know, quesadillas for dinner, sometimes I won't bother making up some veg, I'll just grab some raw veggies like this because they seem to really like those. And same with fruit as well, they can just grab some grapes, some strawberries if it's all done and ready, and then it just makes it easier in general. And now the last thing that I wanted to show you is I'm also going to make a cauliflower mac and cheese as a dinner. This is such a great one if you have a fussy eater. I've been making it for years because my kids love mac and cheese, but they hate cauliflower. So when they were really little, I used to blend the cauliflower up. For this, I'm actually just cooking the pasta, and then I'm gonna pop in some cauliflower chunks in there to cook. So I think I put the pasta in for 10 minutes, but then after a few minutes, I added in the cauliflower. And while that's all cooking, I'm just gonna make a really simple cheese sauce, as you probably normally would, but I'm adding in some English mustard. And of course, I'll link this all in the description for you guys. You make the flour, the butter, the mustard, a paste, then add in milk and just keep stirring and stirring and stirring. But this is actually a really quick meal to make if you're having it fresh, or it freezes incredibly well. I feel like so many meals with dairy in it, like, you know, mac and cheese, that kind of thing, they freeze so well. So that's what I'm actually going to do with this. And then on a night that we need it, I can just pull it out and stick it into the oven, and they will have a delicious like mac and cheese. And also I forgot to say that the flapjacks and the muffins are all done now. So that is it. That is everything everything that I wanted to show you guys. That's everything I made today. It took me just over 2 hours. As you can see from some of these meals, I literally just prepped some of them, like the pesto chicken. So when we need them, I can just pull them out and cook them. But then equally, there are some things that we can just go ahead and eat straight away, like the lunches, the muffins, the flapjacks. That mac and cheese is going to be so easy to chuck in. So yes, I am feeling very pleased with everything I've accomplished, and I just know it's going to make this week a lot easier for us as well. So I know it's not always possible, but if you ever think, oh, I've got a couple of hours free this Sunday, maybe I'll prep for the week. If you have a particularly busy week coming up, I would totally recommend it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Oh, and let me know in the comments which meal or recipe was your favorite.